Hello, everyone. It's an honor and a pleasure to be with you here today to celebrate 50 years of SEEK and 20 years of the CEP. And thank you, Claire, and everyone who has made that possible. As House Chairman of the Government Administration and Elections Committee, I spend a lot of my time talking about how Connecticut is behind. I spend time talking about how we are, or could be, and now have been, the fourth to last state to enact early voting. I talk a lot about how hopefully this session will join 36 states and the District of Columbia that currently allow every voter who is eligible to vote absentee. But we have been a leader on really important areas on voting, elections, and clean government as well. And the State Elections Enforcement Commission and Citizens Election Program are crown jewels in that regard. I can't tell you the look of envy and anger I see on state legislators in other states' faces when I describe my fundraising process. They are so jealous, not only personally, but because they understand how it keeps improper influence and big money and special interests from unduly influencing our politics. They understand how it gives independence to the legislators to do what they believe is right. They understand how it gives people who might not otherwise have the opportunity to run for office do so successfully. But I think most of all, and this is something I recognize every election cycle, it gives us, candidates and elected officials, the opportunity to do what campaigning should be, which is talking to the voters and our constituents, having face-to-face or phone-to-phone conversations to understand what they want out of us, what they need us to do to represent them. And that is an extremely invaluable opportunity and thing we've come to enjoy, and I think almost take for granted here in the state of Connecticut. We're lucky. We have one of the strongest set of open and clean government laws in the country, and SEEK has been vital to making sure that those laws are properly enforced. But we look outside the state of Connecticut, especially to our national politics, and we see a federal elections commission that has been completely immobilized, rendered completely ineffective by bad faith actions by politicians. And we have seen the torrent of improper special influence and corruption as a result. For far too long, we have taken for granted, I think, at the national level, so many of us, the state of our politics. We have assumed it's just the natural way of things or that it's uncorrectable. Connecticut is a counterexample. It's proof that that is not the case. So let's not take the State Elections Enforcement Commission, let's not take the Citizens Election Program for granted here in the state of Connecticut. Far too much is at stake. Far too many people, many of them in this room, have worked far too hard to make it a reality for us to allow it to go away. So thank you to everyone who's here, who's made it a reality. Thank you to everyone who has helped enforce our clean government and open government laws. We may not always agree on the details, but let's continue to work together to make sure that Connecticut will be a strong and vital place with regard to clean elections and enforcement of our CEP in the future. Thank you.